Hello, I'm Jin Wang, Special Counsel here at Lakey Family Law. Many of the clients that I work with are citizens of another country, married to someone who is, or have property and assets overseas. It can add another layer and set of considerations to the divorce and separation process. So I thought I would take a moment to work through some of the most common questions and considerations that come into play in these situations. The first and most important consideration is working out whether it is best to commence proceedings here in Australia or overseas. International assets and liabilities, for that matter, are normally included in the marital property pool. However, in some cases, the Australian courts won't have jurisdiction over property and assets held in another country, meaning it simply isn't possible for them to enforce an order for property to be transferred. But in others, it may be possible for reciprocating orders or agreements to be issued. So the first thing we do is work with you to compile a comprehensive list of assets and liabilities held here in Australia and internationally, and then value them. Often this will require us to engage and consult with local experts like accountants, valuers, and lawyers. With their input, we're then able to look at the property pool as a whole and formulate a strategy for how different assets could or should be treated and which jurisdiction is best to commence proceedings in. However, it will always be possible that the other party may want the matter to be heard in a different jurisdiction. When that happens, it will typically be up to the Australian courts to decide where the matter should be heard. They will consider factors like whether the other jurisdiction will recognise an Australian court order and vice versa, the party's connection to that jurisdiction, such as place of residence, which jurisdiction is best placed to provide a complete resolution of the issue, and the likely cost and expense of participating in proceedings in Australia and overseas. So, as you can see, there is no simple answer when it comes to the international property and assets, which is why it is so important to get independent legal advice from a family lawyer with significant experience in this area. If you're currently navigating a divorce or separation that involves international property assets, we can help. We have extensive experience in this area and approach all matters with understanding, compassion, and professionalism.